Hey, welcome to Vacuum Save, the performance review vlog of a vacuum technician. And I have a couple of beauties to show you today. As you all know, I like both contemporary and vintage vacuums quite a bit. Well, let's start with the Hoover. So this Hoover was something that was brought to me from the East Coast from a friend of mine, along with this Electrolux. It was a deal. I got this Electrolux plus 1270. I got the blue version that's kind of closer. That's came before this, you know, with like the Stingray shaped handle. Anyways, I got one of those. It's in horrible condition, but I got a bunch of accessories in this for an amazing deal. He picked them up at a garage sale. So my friend Dr. Schringelminer decided to fix this up for me. Anyways, I have this Hoover convertible all fixed up. And those of you who are in our Discord server will recognize this color scheme as one of our Discord emojis. So I'm really happy to have this because it just reminds me of our Discord community. And if you're not part of our Discord community, go check out the link below. Definitely join the conversation there. Unfortunately, I don't have any FJM bags or really any bags to put on this machine, so I'm going to have to order some belts. But it turned out real well, considering it's kind of a rust bucket when I got it. It looks all right. Considering its age, and it smells pretty good. So I want to just thank Hoover. I joined their live stream the other day. It's still going on, so I just turned the camera on. Big thank you to Hoover for inviting me to their live stream. Hopefully some of you all caught it. Next, let's talk about the Electroluxes. You all might recognize this Electrolux from one of the other Vacuum Saved episodes that I did. I've had it forever, and I don't have a power head, so I'm in the process of tracking down a matching power head. Now here's the thing that's interesting about the power heads for these. Mine doesn't have the blue label back here, but it is an anniversary edition. There were like 3 different color combos of the anniversary edition power heads that they used with these machines. So I'm going to put some options from the eBay listings, and I'll put the one I think goes with this, but there's also several that match it that don't go with this. So either way, I will find a power head with that. Now, of course, I have a HEPA bag in here, so that is wonderful. And unfortunately, HEPA sea bags are a little hard to come by at this current moment. The Vac America bags, or Perfect, who's made those HEPA bags forever, they seem to only make them in batches, and with a bunch of vacuum bag manufacturers overseas switching gears into protective equipment, those vacuum bags became kind of unavailable. And I think it's temporary, but it might be 6 months or a year before we see those bags, unfortunately, it looks like right now. And if you're unaware, China is completely locked down right now, and yes, this is not like 2020 or 2021. This is 2022, approaching June almost, and yeah, they are full on lockdown. So just understand that's what's going on over there. So that's going to just affect a lot of stuff. But back to the positive side here. Let's talk about these machines. Well, it looks like my cheap USB lights just kind of took a crap. You can see the cable started to split there, which is odd because this cable's really never been stressed. It's just been sitting like this all of its life. I have to switch gears, but these I got through a YouTube recommendation. I thought, you know, I should do what I do, which is providing vacuum information to the community. So I went and found a YouTuber who said, oh, these were the set to order off Amazon and order through their affiliate links. And the affiliate links was like 30 bucks. Anyways, well, that one's gone. I only actually need one in most of the locations of my house because I have so much natural light. And where we're filming right now, as you can see, is pretty well lit even when the light goes off. So back to this Electrolux here. This guy has the push buttons, which again the Perfect machines would also have. and it's pretty smooth like every other Electrolux. Now, this is cool. I wanted one of these push-button machines actually for a very long time. The first time I saw these was at like the grandparents of an ex-girlfriend of mine. So the first time I saw these, it's like, that's cool. I've never seen anything like it. So I'm happy to have this old Electrolux. Again, it's got its scrapes and scratches, but it's 30 plus years old. So I'm happy about that. If you know exactly how old this is, I would love to hear from you. Comment below. Now, going on to the ones that I know a little bit more about. The Olympias. And when I think Electrolux, this is probably the thing that pops into my head first. And this one has the Olympic Winter Game sticker still on it from 1980. And I never gave much thought until I saw that sticker on this. And was like, oh, Olympia, Olympic machine, got it. And that's what this was. So that's really cool to have. As a lot of you might know, this is an Olympia special. This is the exact vacuum, well, not this exact one, but this is the same model I had as a kid with the cord winder. So I was curious, because the lengths of them, as you can see in the video, there's like an inch difference between this when there's no cord halo on it. The wheels are a little different on this. The front wheel is the same. The bag is the same. The motor appears to be the same. So really, why would you go with the regular Olympia over the Olympia Special? I'm not exactly sure. Just turning this on. Let's just let it run for a second. And that sounds pretty good for its age. This got completely taken down to its motor. And if you want to see what this one looks like inside, it's no different really than my repair video on this machine. But this has the bumper pretty much intact. Usually these wings are broken off. The Electrolux logo is also pretty much intact on both sides. So again, I'm really happy to have this set of Olympia machines. I guess I need to get me an Olympia upright to go along with this. I don't really want an Olympia CB. They take up too much room, but if one came my way, I wouldn't say no. So going on to the front of these, like really thinking about this, I guess you were paying extra for the bellows system with the bag check light. All right. Well, I said a friend of mine put this back together. Some wires got crossed, and I ended up having to take this whole thing apart. So I just kind of wanted to show the inside because it's kind of cool. So what happens is there's a mechanical bellows in this that when the bag gets full, and it pops that open but does not eject the bag. So that's kind of a cool mechanism. Again, that's what would happen. Now, the other cool thing is if for some reason the bag is not in the vacuum, check bag. And when that bellows pops it open, that check bag light turns on. And this one is not burned out, as I previously stated. So that is the guts of how the automatic bag opens. And here is the bag. Now, what I don't have on camera, I'm looking around, I don't remember where, I may have left them at the shop, I'm sorry. I have the matching dusting brush and floor tool to go with this. So again, I'm really happy with that. And these came with a very peculiar, so I have here two hoses. They might look exactly the same here, because for the most part, they are the same, other than one is faded yellow. But when we take a look at these, if you look at those, they look almost identical. Except the one on the right does not have the Electrolux logo right here. And my friend the good doctor seemed to think that this was a generic high quality knockoff. But the more I look at this, and the way I'll show you, the way everything is done, the fonts are exactly the same. If you told me that these did not come out of the same mold, I might have trouble believing you. So I believe at some point the Electrolux logo just didn't get molded into the hose, and I believe this to be a genuine Electrolux hose. I could be completely wrong, but even down to the open font is the same. So if anybody has any idea if this is a generic or not a generic hose, again, comment below, but I believe this is just a genuine hose, because I don't know why else, if you were making a hose, that you would put this suction relief valve the way they did with that little tiny circle thing. Is always the weirdest part about it, even as a kid. Well, now that I've had the machine completely apart in a million pieces, let's vacuum with it. Of course, that power head nozzle is not proper. It should be brown. But this is the power head I have for my childhood machine, which was this color. Anyways, I want to thank you all for watching, and I want to really thank our Patreon supporters who make this channel happen as a whole, as this channel is not monetized at all, unlike the main channel. So big thank you to those guys for making it happen. Again, go check out our Discord server, links in the description below, and have yourself a fantastic day.